Chapter 1. 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. 2. Now the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. 3. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. 4. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. 5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. 6. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And it was so. 7. And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. 8. And God called the firmament heaven, and God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the second day. 9. And God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And the waters under the heaven were gathered together into their places, and the dry land appeared. 10. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. 11. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself, on the earth." And it was so. 12. And the earth brought forth grass, the herb yielding seed after his kind, and the fruit tree yielding fruit whose seed was in itself, after his kind. And God saw that it was good. 13. And the evening and the morning were the third day. 14. And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days and years." 15. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. 16. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He also made the stars. 17. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. 18. And to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. 19. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. 20. 20. And God said, Let the waters bring forth every moving creature that hath life, and let fowl that may fly above the earth across the firmament of the heaven. 21. And God created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth after his kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. 22. And God blessed them, saying, Be fruitful, and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let fowl multiply upon the earth. 23. And the evening and the morning were the 5th day. 24. And God said, Let the earth bring forth every living creature after his kind, cattle, and creeping thing, and beast of the earth after his kind. And it was so. 25. And God made the beast of the earth after his kind, and the cattle after his kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. 26. And God said, Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. 27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. 28. And God blessed them, and God said to them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that creeps upon the earth. 29. And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. 30. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein is the life of life, I have given every green herb for meat. And Chapter 2. 1. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. 2. So, on the 7th day, God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the 7th day from all his work which he had made. 3. And God blessed the 7th day, and sanctified it, because in it he rested from all his work which God created and made. 4. These are the generations of the heavens and the earth when they were created, in the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. 5. And every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew. For the Lord God had not caused it to rain upon the earth, neither was there a man to till the ground. 6. But a mist went up from the earth, and watered the whole face of the ground. 7. Then the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. 8. Then the Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. 9. And out of the ground made the Lord God grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight, and good for food. The tree of life also was in the midst of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. 10. And a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and afterward it was divided into 4 rivers. 11. The name of the first was Pishon. It is the same that compasseth the whole land of Havilah, wherein is the gold. 12. And the gold of that land is good. Bdellium and the onyx stone are there. 13. The name of the second river was Gihon. It compasseth the whole land of Cush. 14. The name of the third river was Tigris. It is the same that goeth before Assyria. The fourth river was Euphrates. 15. Then the Lord God took the man and put him into the Garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. 16. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, Of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat. 17. But of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat, for in the day that thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely die. 18. And the Lord God said, It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an help meet for him. 19. And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field, and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. 20. So Adam gave names to all cattle, and to the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found an help meet for him. 21. Then the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs, and closed up the flesh in its place. 22. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he a woman, and brought her unto the man. 23. And Adam said, This is now bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and be joined unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. 25. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed. Chapter 3. 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And the serpent said unto the woman, Hath God indeed said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, We may freely eat of the fruit of its trees. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall certainly not die. For God doth know that in the day ye eat of it, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was a delight to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and she gave with her husband with her, and he did eat. And the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together, and made themselves aprons. Then they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God among the trees of the garden. Then the Lord God called to Adam and said to him, Adam, where are you? And he said, I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid, because I was naked, so I hid myself. And he said, Who told you that ye were naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree of which I commanded you to eat? And Adam said, The woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. And the Lord God said unto the woman, What is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. And the Lord God said unto the serpent, Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. He shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. And unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy pain and thy conception. In pain shalt thou bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. And unto Adam he said, Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, Thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Thorns and thistles shall it bring forth unto thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of thy brow shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground. For out of it wast thou taken. For dust thou art, and to dust shalt thou return. And Adam called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. And the Lord God made for Adam and his wife coats of skins, and clothed them. And the Lord God said, Behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put forth his hand, and take also of the tree of life, and eat, and live forever. So the Lord God sent him forth out of the Garden of Eden to till the ground from whence he was taken. And he drove out the man, and placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubim, and a flaming sword which turned everywhere, to keep the way of the tree of life.
Chapter 4. 1. And Adam knew Eve his wife, And she conceived, and bare Cain, and said, I have got a man from the Lord. 2. And she again bare his brother Abel. Now Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And it came to pass after some time, that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering to the Lord. And Abel also brought of the firstlings of his flock, and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering, but had no respect unto Cain and to his offering. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou do well, wilt thou not be accepted? But if thou do not well, sin lieth at the door. And thou shalt have dominion over it, and thou shalt have dominion over it. 8. And Cain said unto Abel his brother, Let us go into the field. And it came to pass, while they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother, and slew him. 9. And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? 10. And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. 11. And now art thou cursed from the ground, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. 12. When thou tillest the ground, it shall no more yield her strength unto thee, but thou shalt be a fugitive and a wanderer in the earth. 13. And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. 14. Behold, thou hast driven me this day from the face of the earth, and I will be hid from thy face, and I will be a fugitive and a wanderer in the earth. And whosoever findeth me shall slay me. 15. And the Lord said unto him, Therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken upon him sevenfold. And the Lord set a sign for Cain, that no one finding him might kill him. 16. Then Cain went out from the presence of the Lord, and dwelt in the land of Nod, on the east of Eden. 17. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived, and bare Enoch. And he built a city, and he called the name of the city after the name of his son, Enoch. 18. And Enoch begat Irad, and Irad begat Mehujael, and Mehujael begat Methuselah, and Methuselah begat Lamech. 19. And Lamech took 2 wives. The name of the one was Adah, and the name of the other Zillah. 20. And Adah bare Jabal. He was the father of them that dwell in tents, and have flocks. 21. And his brother's name was Jubal.
He was the father of all such as handle the harp and pipe. 22. And Zillah also bare Tubal-Cain, an expert in making all manner of instruments of brass and iron. And Tubal-Cain was the sister of Naam. 23. And Lamech said unto his wives, Adah and Zillah, Hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech, attend unto my words. I have slain a man to my wound, and a child to my hurt. 24. If Cain be avenged sevenfold, then Lamech 77-fold. 25. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son, and called his name Seth. For, said she, God hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. 26. And to Seth also was born a son, and he called his name Enosh. Then began men to call upon the name of the Lord.
Chapter 5. These are the generations of Adam. In the day when God created man, in the likeness of God created he him. Male and female created he them, and he blessed them, and called their name Adam in the day that they were created. And Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth. The days of Adam after he begat Seth were 800 years, and he begat sons and daughters. So all the days of Adam's life were 930 years, and he died. Seth lived 105 years, and begat Enoch. Seth lived 807 years after he begat Enoch, and begat sons and daughters. So all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died. And Enoch lived 90 years, and begat Canaan. And Enoch lived after he begat Canaan 815 years, and begat sons and daughters. So all the days of Enoch were 905 years, and he died. 12. And Canaan lived 70 years, and begat Mahalalel. 13. And Canaan lived 840 years after he begat Mahalalel, and begat sons and daughters. So all the days of Canaan were 910 years, and he died. 15. And Mahalalel lived 65 years, and begat Jared. And Mahalalel lived 830 years after he begat Jared, and begat sons and daughters. So all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, and he died. Jared lived 162 years, and begat Enoch. Jared lived 800 years after he begat Enoch, and begat sons and daughters. So all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. 21. Enoch lived 65 years, and begat Methuselah. And Enoch walked with God 300 years after he begat Methuselah, and begat sons and daughters. So all the days of Enoch were 335 years. So Enoch walked with God, and he was not found, for God took him. Methuselah lived 187 years, and begat Lamech. Methuselah lived 782 years after he begat Lamech, and begat sons and daughters. So all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. And Lamech lived 182 years, and begat a son. And he called his name Noah, saying, This man shall comfort us concerning our work, and concerning the toil of our hands, in tilling the ground which the Lord hath cursed. And Lamech lived, after he begat Noah, 595 years, and begat other sons and daughters. And all the days of Lamech were 777 years, and he died. And Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begat Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Chapter 6. 1. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. 3. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not strive with man forever, for that he is flesh. His days shall be 120 years. 4. There were giants upon the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children unto them. The same are the mighty men of old, men of renown. 5. And the Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. 6. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. 7. Then the Lord said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man, and beast, and creeping thing, and fowl of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. 8. Then Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. 9. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations. Noah walked with God. 10. And Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. 11. But the earth was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. 12. Then God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. 13. Then God said unto Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. Therefore, behold, I will destroy them with the earth. 14. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Make rooms in the ark, and pitch it within and without with pitch. 15. And this is how thou shalt make it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, and the breadth thereof 50 cubits, and the height thereof 30 cubits. 16. And thou shalt make the ark an opening, and shalt make it a cubit wide at the top. And shalt thou make the door of the ark in the side thereof. And thou shalt make in it a lower, a second, and a third hall. 17. And behold, I will bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh, in which is the breath of life, from under heaven, and it shall destroy all that is upon the earth. 18. But I will establish my covenant with thee, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou, and thy sons, and thy wife, and thy sons' wives with thee. 19. And of every living thing of all flesh shalt thou bring into the ark 2 of every kind, that they may keep alive with thee. They shall be male and female. 20. Of fowl after his kind, and of cattle after his kind, and of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind, 2 of every kind shall come unto thee, that they may keep alive. 21. And thou shalt take unto thee of all food that men eat, and gather it unto thee, and it shall be food for thee and for them. 22. And Noah did according to all that God commanded him, so did he.
Chapter 7. 1. And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy household into the ark, for I have seen thee righteous before me in this generation. 2. And of every clean beast take thou by sevens, the male and the female, and of beasts that are not clean by 2, the male and the female. 3. And of the fowls of the air by sevens, the male and the female, to preserve seed upon the face of all the earth. 4. For yet 7 days I will cause it to rain upon the earth, 40 days and 40 nights. And I will wipe out every living thing that I have made from off the face of the earth. 5. So Noah did according to all that the Lord commanded him. 6. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters came upon the earth. 7. Then Noah and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him went into the ark, because of the waters of the flood. 8. And of clean birds, and of unclean animals, and of every kind of beast, and of every thing that creepeth upon the earth. 9. 2 of them, the male and the female, came into the ark unto Noah, as God had commanded Noah. 10. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood came upon the earth. 11. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, on the 17th day of the month, that day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the floodgates of heaven were opened. 12. And the rain fell upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. 13. On that very day, Noah and Shem, Ham, and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them, entered into the ark. 14. They, and every beast of the earth after his kind, and all cattle after his kind, and every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth after his kind, and every flying thing after his kind, every fowl, every winged thing. 15. And they came in unto Noah into the ark, 2 and 2 of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. 16. And they that came in, male and female of all flesh, went in, as God had commanded him. And the Lord shut in the ark after him. 17. And the flood continued upon the earth 40 days, and the waters increased, and lifted up the ark, and it was lifted up above the earth. 18. And the waters prevailed, and increased greatly upon the earth, and the ark floated upon the face of the waters. 19. And the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, so that all the high mountains that were under the whole heaven were covered. 20. The waters rose above them 15 cubits, and the mountains were covered. 21. And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both birds, cattle, beasts, and every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth, and every man. 22. Everything on the dry land that had the breath of life in its nostrils died. 23. Every living thing that was on the face of the earth was destroyed, both man and beast, and creeping things, and birds of the air. Everything was destroyed from the earth. Only Noah remained, and everything that was with him in the ark. 24. And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. Chapter 8. Then God remembered Noah, and every beast, and all the cattle that were with him in the ark. And God brought a wind over the earth, and the waters subsided. Then the fountains of the deep and the floodgates of heaven were stopped, and the rain ceased from heaven. And the waters returned from off the earth little by little. And at the end of 100 days the waters began to subside. 4. And the ark rested in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ararat. 5. And the waters continued to subside until the 10th month. And on the 1st day of the 10th month, the tops of the mountains appeared. 6. And it came to pass at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made. 7. And sent forth a raven, that he might see if the waters had subsided from off the earth. And it flew from here to there, until the earth was dried up of the waters. 8. Then he sent forth a dove from him, to see if the waters had subsided from off the face of the ground. 9. But the dove found no rest for her foot, and returned unto him into the ark.
for the waters were yet upon the face of the whole earth. And he put forth his hand, and took her unto him into the ark. 10. And he stayed yet other 7 days, and again sent forth the dove out of the ark. 11. And the dove returned unto him in the evening time, and, behold, a new olive leaf was in her mouth. And Noah knew that the waters were subsided from off the earth. 12. And he stayed yet 7 other days, and sent out the dove, and it returned not to him. 13. In the 601st year, on the 1st day of the 1st month, the waters were dried up from off the earth. Then Noah uncovered the covering of the ark, and looked, and, behold, the surface of the ground was dry. 14. And in the 2nd month, on the 27th day of the month, the earth was dry. 15. And God said unto Noah, Go forth of the ark, you, and your wife, and your sons wives with you. 17. Bring forth with you every living thing that is with you, of all flesh, of fowl, and of cattle, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, that they may spread abroad upon the earth, and let them be fruitful and multiply upon the earth. 18. Then Noah went out, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him. 19. Every beast, and every creeping thing, and every fowl, everything that moved upon the earth, came out of the ark after his kinds. 20. Then Noah built an altar to the Lord, and took of every clean beast, and of every clean bird, and offered burnt offerings upon the altar. 21. And the Lord smelled a soothing savor. And the Lord said in his heart, I will no more curse the ground for man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I any more smite every living thing, as I have done. 22. As long as the earth lasts, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night shall not cease.
Chapter 9. 1. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth. 2. Let the fear of you, and the dread of you, be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon everything that moveth upon the earth, and upon every fish of the sea. Into your hand are they given. 3. Every moving thing that liveth shall be for meat unto you. Even as the green herb have I given you all things. 4. Only flesh with the life thereof, even the blood thereof, shall you not eat. 5. And your blood, wherein is your life, I will require it at the hand of every beast, and the life of man at the hand of man, at the hand of his brother will I require. 6. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed, for in the image of God was man made. 7. But be ye fruitful, and multiply, and spread forth upon the earth, and multiply upon it. 8. And God said unto Noah, and unto his sons with him. 9. Behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you. 10. And with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, and of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth which is with you, even all that came forth of the ark, even every living thing of the earth. 11. I establish my covenant with you, that never again shall all flesh be cut off by the waters of a flood, neither shall there be any more a flood to destroy the earth. 12. And God said, This is the token of the covenant which I establish between me and you, and every living creature that is with you, for perpetual generations. 13. And I set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. 14. And it shall come to pass, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. 15. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you, and every living creature of all flesh, and the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. 16. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will see it, and I will remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. 17. And God said unto Noah, This is the token of the covenant which I have made between me and all flesh that is upon the earth. 18. And the sons of Noah that came forth out of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now Ham was the father of Canaan. 19. These three were the sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth peopled. 20. And Noah began to till the ground, and planted a vineyard. 21. And he drank of the wine, and became drunken, and lay naked in his tent. 22. 22. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw his father's nakedness, and told his two brothers outside. 23. Then Shem and Japheth took a garment, and laid it upon their shoulders, and went backward, and covered their father's nakedness. And their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness. 24. And Noah awoke from his wine, and knew what his younger son had done unto him. 25. And he said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. 26. Then he said, Blessed be the Lord God of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. 27. God enlarge Japheth, and let him dwell in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. 28. So Noah lived after the flood 350 years. 29. And all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died.
Chapter 10. 1. These are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Children were born to them after the flood. 2. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tiras. 3.
The sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. 4. The sons of Javan, Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. 5. Of these were the coastlands of the people peopled in their lands, every man according to his language, after their families in their nations. 6. The sons of Ham, Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. 7. The sons of Cush, Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Rama, and Sabteka. The sons of Rama, Sheba, and Dedan. 8. And Cush begat Nimrod. He began to be mighty on the earth. 9. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Therefore it is said, a mighty hunter like Nimrod before the Lord. 10. His kingdom at the beginning was Babel, Erech, Akkad, and Calneh in the land of Shinar. 11. Out of that land came Ashur, and built Nineveh, Rehoboth-ir, Calah. 12. And Rezin between Nineveh and Calah. That is the great city. 13. From Mizraim came the Ludim, the Anamim, the Lahabim, the Naphtahim. 14. The Pathrusim, the Casluhim, from whom the Philistines came, and the Caphtorim. 15. From Canaan were born Sidon, his firstborn, Heth. 16. The Jebusite, the Amorite, the Girgashite. 17. The Hivites, the Archites, the Sinites. 18. The Arvadites, the Zemarites, and the Hithamites. Afterwards, the tribes of Canaan were scattered. 19. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon to Gerar, as far as Gaza, and from there to Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim, as far as Lasha. 20. These are the sons of Ham, according to their families, according to their languages, in their lands and in their nations. 21. And Shem, the father of all the sons of Eber, the elder brother of Japheth, had children. 22. The sons of Shem were Elam, Ashur, Arphaxad, Lud, Aram. 23. The sons of Aram were Uz, Hul, Gepher, and Mash. 24. Arphaxad begat Shelah, and Shelah begat Eber. 25. And to Eber were born 2 sons. The name of the first was Peleg, for in his days the land was divided. And his brother's name was Yoktan. 26. And Yoktan begat Almodad, and Sheleph, and Hazarmaveth, and Jerah. 27. And Hadoram, and Uzal, and Diklah. 28. And Obal, and Abimael, and Sheba. 29. And Ophir, and Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Yoktan. 30. And their settlements were from Mesha even unto Sephar, the mountain of the east. 31. These are the sons of Shem, according to their families, according to their languages, in their lands and in their nations. 32. These are the families of the sons of Noah, according to their generations, in their nations.
and from these were the nations spread abroad upon the earth after the flood.